Blessings, my friends. My name is Afimaya Galarraga, and I don't know who am I talking to today, but I want to touch on a subject that deals with accepting our parents for who they are. I've seen so many people that live a life that revolves around what their parents thought, what their parents still think, how their parents were, how they were with them. It's like you're still a slave to the old ways of your parents. You should not feel trapped in what your mom's opinion was or still is, trapped in what your father's opinion is, trapped in what your mom didn't do, that your father didn't do, whether he was present, whether he wasn't present, whether your mom gave you attention, whether she didn't give you attention. Be you. Now, I don't know who I'm speaking to, but you need to release yourself right now from all these thoughts, from all these mentalities that has you stuck in your childhood past, that has you stuck in your teenage years. What you do today, how you do it, shouldn't be dependent upon how your mom or your dad did it or chose not to do it. Parents are not perfect, neither are you. But if you're blessed with the luxury of having children of your own, then make it a point to do it differently with them than it was done with you. But stop fighting yourself. Stop fighting yourself and stop being a slave of these old mentalities and old ways. My mama didn't like this, my dad didn't do this, my dad wasn't present, my mom had different boyfriends, my mom didn't give me attention, my mom was too strict, my mom was too this, my mom was too that. And guess what? You are repeating the same mistake. You may not see it. It may not seem to you. It may not seem like it to you. But you're repeating the same mistakes, characteristics, thoughts, habits. Break free from it. Break free from it right now. But for those of you that have had issues accepting who your parents are or were, one major key to this is not just releasing yourself from that, but also forgiving. You see, many of us want children. Many of us have them already, but many of us do not have a clue how to raise them. You could go to Barnes and Nobles and pick up any number of books that you like on parenting, on how to deal with your teenager, on how to deal with your baby, with your newborn, but nothing really prepares you for it until you're in it. Nothing really gives you that expertise in parenting skills until you're doing it yourself. So you can read as many books as you want. It could give you an idea. It could give you some kind of hints of do's and don'ts. But the actual getting into the muscle of rearing a child comes hands-on. And many of you don't have that experience, just like your parents didn't either until they had you. And guess what? We are a product of our parent. Our parents are a product of their parents, and so on. And yes, we're in 2016, almost 2017 now. So our social skills and our environment and our school systems and college, for those of you that went to college, and our work environment, all that has to do with whom and how we are and how we think and how we react to things, how we accept things, how we reject things. But when it comes to parenting, certain things just need to come along the way naturally. free yourselves from that old mentality that's holding you hostage. What's holding you hostage? The way your parents were or weren't with you. And you're still mad, and you're still upset, and you still cry over it, whether externally or internally. You see, I always say that tears are not just those that come running down our face. Tears are the ones that our heart lets go on a daily basis, but we can't see it. But it comes out in attitudes, it comes out in gestures, it comes out in body language, it comes out in how we interact with people. It comes out in so many different ways. Your father might have been an alcoholic, but it doesn't mean you have to be. Your father might have been an alcoholic, but it doesn't mean that you still have to live through the effects of what you went through when you were a child and growing up. Release, forgive, because no one is perfect. And until you don't set yourself free, and until you don't dig deep inside your heart, inside your soul, and start to find an exit door for all these wounds that are still hurting, you won't be free. You won't feel free. And if you are a parent, you will raise your children in the prison that you are a victim of. Sometimes when you're lashing out at your child, you're really lashing out at mama. And you're really lashing out at your daddy. Not fair. I have no idea who I'm speaking to right now, but I know someone out there. I know you are watching, whoever this is. And whoever you are, the universe, God, is telling you, set yourself free, release yourself. Stop being a victim. You're not a victim. You're a human being that has a choice to do things differently than how you've been doing it up until this point. Release and forgive. You must release and forgive. And when you set yourself free, your heart and your soul and your body just feels so much better. Because as I already said, you can't change who they were, but you do have power over who you are. You have power over who you are. And yes, it's not easy. Who said it's easy? No one said it's easy. Some of us wish we had a switch that we turn on and turn off and have, these files like a computer. You just, download it into our system to make us act a certain way and be a certain way and don't do this and don't do that. We're not robots. We're not a machine. We're human beings. We are human beings with much positive characteristics and many negative ones as well. And it's a package deal. But we have to try on our daily basis to extract the best of our characteristics and try to heal, push away those that we don't need, don't benefit us, and does us no good. Living in old pains is not helpful, and it's not part of growth, and it's definitely not part of healing. Forgive your mom for not being present. Maybe she was a lonely parent. Maybe she was a single mother that had to deal with 2 and 3 jobs to support you. So she might have not been at home when you got home from school to help you with your homework and ask you how your day was. But she was trying to put food on the table. And not everyone knows how to deal with those stressors. Maybe you had a father that was absent. Maybe you had a father that was home, but it was like he wasn't home because he was always drinking or distant from the world and from himself. And obviously, he's a victim too of whatever occurred to him, whatever he hasn't been strong enough to deal with in his life. But you can do it differently. We need more fathers. We need more men that want to be present in their children's lives. We need more men that own up and step up to the plate and give their children the life, the relationship, the love, the connection that he did not have. Don't repeat the same mistakes. Continuing the cycle doesn't make you any better and harms another human being that will one day be a parent tomorrow. So it's up to you to try to make those future parents better parents. Set yourself free. Forgive. Forgive your mom. Forgive your dad. Just forgive. Let them deal with whatever wrongdoings they might have done with God, their conscience, their soul, their hearts. But it's not in our right or power as a child, as a son, or as a daughter to judge. Because even though we might think we know most of everything about our parents, there are many things that they don't tell us. There are many things that they haven't even been able to deal with themselves, much less being able to share with us. And maybe if they would, we would understand better. But that's not the case. Let's express love by being different. Let's express love by not repeating the same mistakes over and over again. Let's instill love where love is due. And for those of you that are not parents, and for those of you that don't plan on being parents, you still owe it to yourself to free yourself from your old aches and pains that you still have been dragging along for so many years, inflicted upon you by your mom or your dad. Release and free your heart from so much turmoil. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Love and peace.